Welcome back, traders. McD Master here. We are Monday, November 24th, 11 p.m. here on the West Coast with a quick little video as far as my SBIT trade and the price targets I'm expecting on this relief rally. All right, let's jump right into it. Hit your space bar again, read this at your own leisure, but basically it's giving you some real world crypto examples of how the Wyckoff structure was followed, and very closely, as a matter of fact, if you caught that one. So yeah, all prior Bitcoin cycles, you can see what she's done, and I'll just jump right to the very end here. At the very bottom it says short answer, right? Expect 30 to 40% retracement of the 50% drop as the most common outcome for the first strong Wyckoff rally. So an 18 to 25% gain from the low. Okay, so when you look at the charts here, that low was way down here on the daily chart. That hammer where we jumped out, or at least my buddy and I don't know about the rest of you, how many of you are following this trade, but here's your second chance. If you doubted the first time, because as I said here, I shorted this on October 10th. Someone actually called me a fraud in my comment sections on my last video. Hang tight, guy, because I'll show you here in a couple of minutes how my suspension over trading view will be over. But I got a lot more evidence than that. I've been trading this since I've been trading since July 25th. All right, so let's continue on the video here. Getting distracted with this stuff. So here, my relief rally, I believe it's going to hit roughly about 94K, 93K, and that'll be the end of it. And she'll turn around at that point. I don't think, although I've asked the several AI, the same question following the Wyckoff structure, and what kind of, retracement should I be looking here after that first drop. And basically pretty much all the same. The highest number I got was 99,000 would be the absolute top. I don't think it's going to go back up to 99,000. As I said, I believe this is going to be a short relief rally. One of the things I've said in the previous video, in case you're doing this on your own, on the daily chart, you want to make sure you're looking at the volume. Pay close attention to that volume, guys. That speaks a lot more than price. This can rise up, let's say even beyond the 94,000, but if the volume is not there and it keeps descending, nothing's going to keep this rally going. Very important. If you're a bull right now, and if you've been doubting what some of us have been saying, the bears that is, and you're wondering if maybe you should jump out on next one, well, pay attention, close attention to that volume, because as price rises, the volume has to stay roughly the same. If it starts pittering back down to what you saw over here before that big drop, you can see the volume was pittering out. If you see that type of scenario repeating itself here on this relief rally, you know it's not going to go any further. It's about to turn around, and I expect that to happen right around that 94K, 93K area. All right, so other than that, I want to share with you the SBIT chart. This is on the 4-hour, and the grayed out area is the after hours and pre-market. So in the pre-market, it actually did a shooting star on the 4-hour candle. That's this candlestick right here. So what I've done is, because SBIT does basically the double of what Bitcoin does, and I'm not sure if you caught that on that previous chart, but what I'm expecting on this rise works out to 16, almost 17%, or you can see that at the top, almost 16.95% on that. And on that previous page, as you may have caught, I was saying an 18 to 25% gain from the low. Well, I believe it's going to be, as I said, that almost 17% rise. You multiply that by 2, essentially it brings you over 30%. And what I've noticed is there happens to be a hole in the SBIT chart. That's right, sorry, not a hole, a gap, right at $37.50, $37 I should say. And what I'm expecting is SBIT, as Bitcoin rises on this relief rally, SBIT is going to continue dropping, and I expect it to at least go as low as that $37.22 to fill that gap. So somewhere in this area is, I believe, where it'll hit a bottom. Could be right there at that, what, 37.23, 35.81. Yeah, around 30. I'm not saying that for sure. As I said, I'll be watching this like a hawk because I'm looking to get back in with even more money this time around. So yeah, hang tight. All right, as far as hanging tight, hang on here, because over at TradingView, my suspension, my 30-day suspension is over in 2 days and 23 hours. And boy, oh boy, I'm gonna have to be very careful, because if you saw in that previous video when I first got suspended, I mentioned that the moderator said that when I come back, if I do one thing wrong, he's going to suspend me for life. My account will be gone forever at TradingView. So I'm actually thinking about taking advantage of this Black Friday, opening up a secondary account, paying that with a credit card, screen capturing what the moderator has said over on this account, McD Master, and then filing a complaint against the moderator, because that is flat out harassment, and I've got it in his own words. So hang tight, interesting times up ahead. Ciao for now. Hope you enjoyed the info.